Big Celtics win last night. I love it. I'm outside doing this. I got to go to work in a bit. And I had a doctor's appointment, so I'm a little behind today. I apologize. I'm outside Joe Mazzulla's high school in my city this morning. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that a homegrown guy helped my favorite team win a title. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's good for the kids around Rhode Island. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to get a poll question going. There's your poll question for the day. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to chat. What a game, what a night. The season. I was waiting all year for this. I knew it. I had a good feeling it was their year. I had a good feeling. I got a little nervous when they gave that one up. I'm not going to lie. I think they had an easier run than most teams. When I look at it, a little easier, but they did it in a spectacular fashion, and they can't pick who they play, and they can't help if people get injured. You know, Porzingis was injured too. Everyone says, oh, Boston had the easiest run, this, that, and the other thing. Porzingis was out. He's going to go get surgery. The boys headed out to Miami last night to go party for a few days. I heard the parade's going to be Friday. I don't know if I'm going to go. It's supposed to be ultra hot up in New England the next week. We're already in the 90s. That's not really usual. It's not even summer yet, technically. So I don't know if I'll go being a Friday with kids and shit. If I take the boys with me, it's going to be a zoo. People are going to get plastered. But you never know. I'll see what happens. I like doing stupid things, so we might try it. Thank you for everyone that came to the games and came and chilled. The chat should be, if you guys want to chat, you're more than welcome to. I love to interact. We had a great showing for most of the playoffs. It should be open. I'll double check. It's been acting up lately. I think I hit a button by accident. All right, it should be open now. If anyone wants to chat. But bad Jaylen Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. He kicked ass, man. I thought it would go to whoever scored the most points last night, because that's kind of how it usually works. But I have no beef with Jaylen Brown getting that award. He played some great defense in that series. He played some great defense in that series. And he played their best player majority of the time. And he had a 30-point game. Every other game he had about 20 points. I think except for the game 4. And you got 2 studs for Boston now. For at least a few more, good 5 years, I'd say. They got, I don't know what's up with Al. We'll see. I wouldn't be mad if he called it a day. I probably would. If I was Al Horford, I'd probably call it a day. Why not? You've done it all. He's made $275 million throughout his career. I looked it up the other day. You know, he's probably healthy enough, but how many years you want to beat on your body and your knees? I don't think I would want to. He can do whatever he wants. Maybe he'll go for it. Drew Holiday's getting old. The Kyrie hate will not stop so far. Everyone says I don't think he'll stop either. He fucked up. But we got Drew Holiday coming back. They're going to sign Derek White this offseason. They have to. The guy lost his teeth on the floor last night. That shit was wild. I almost left my teeth out this morning in spirit of Derek White. I should have colored a couple of them. This shit was cracked, beat, fucking smashed. Fucking tip my cap to all them guys. But Derek White, man, he has a tremendous story. He wasn't even recruited out of high school. And it's crazy that the NBA champions coach went to this little high school over here. I'll show you guys before the end of the broadcast. I'll walk around. It's a Catholic high school. Hopefully they don't kick me out for filming here. I was just looking for somewhere shady to film this video before I go and do my little stupid jobs for a few hours. But Derek White, big threes whenever you needed him. He had some huge games against Miami when things weren't clicking, even though they didn't have Butler and them guys, and Hero was beat up. And so tough. So tough. He's going to get a big contract. Derek White's going to get a big contract. He's going to get a couple hundred, at least 100 and change. He's going to get a couple mil, which is so you got a good core. You got a good core of people returning. You know, you might lose Hauser. How about Peyton Pritchard? He does not miss on those fucking bombs. I got both of them on tape. I got all this shit on tape, like the reactions of it. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to go back and look at them. But the kids like looking at them too because it's funny. It's pretty cool. Recording history. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. But when he let that go, and I seen him running up half court, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. It was like the perfect way to end the half. Like, you couldn't write it any better. He already hit one. He loves throwing them shits up. Once he hit that shot, it was a wrap. I knew it was over. A large part of me knew that game was over when Peyton Pritchard hit that three at half. He's amazing. He just throws them bombs up, man. That one I thought was going to hit off the top of the garden. He fucking got some air under that one. You know, to win a championship, especially an NBA championship, you got to have a lot of luck. You got to get lucky too. It's not just, well, I think the best team that was in the finals won. You know, I'm so glad we didn't play the Nuggets. I'll tell you that. You know, it's kind of like boxing basketball, where like styles make fights, you know, or UFC's kind of similar too, you know, where depends who's playing who. The matchups, it's crazy. You know, you see Boston run through all these other teams. If they play Minnesota or the Nuggets, they probably have a little more trouble. They probably do. Boston got a lot of matchups that worked out well for them. A lot of matchups that worked out well for them. And Missoula deserves so much credit. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, dog. Retracted it. You didn't like it when I read Brad Kennedy. Boo that man. Boo Brad Kennedy. It's all good, Brad. I like the hate too. That's why I do this shit live. It makes it interesting. 83% of voters say Kyrie's hate will not stop. The hate for Kyrie. Hi, what's up, you guys? Feel free to comment. He retracted that shit quick. Your fucking last name's Kennedy. How dare you talk about New England like that, you bozo? Fuck out of here. I gotta give it to him back. You know that. You guys know me. But yeah, I'm outside Missoula's high school. It's a trip. I used to watch him play basketball here. He won state titles at this high school. And yeah, I swear, I'm sorry. You don't like it, you can leave. I try not to, but it is what it is. I don't care. New England smells like a person in this country. We know who they are. Well, we still NBA champions. We're still NBA champions, Mr. Kennedy. Joe Missoula's high school is right in my home city. So take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. But Brad Stevens and him have done a great job. They said Missoula. I was tough on Missoula too. A lot of people were tough on Joe. He fucking knew it, you know, and he was accountable for it. And he had a weird deal. He became coach because Udoka couldn't keep his you-know-what in his pants. So they made him coach last second. Gets him to the Eastern Conference Finals where Tatum gets hurt after coming back from a huge deficit. And then takes him to an NBA title this year. I tip my cap to Joey Missoula, the Rhode Island guy. Youngest coach in NBA history to ever win a title. The youngest before him, Mr. Bill Russell. I looked that up. And Brad Stevens done a great job getting the other pieces to come in for this team. Oh, he got rid of Marcus Smart, but he got Kristaps Porzingis and some draft picks. We got 2 first-round draft picks coming from them deals we made too. So we got some people coming up the pipeline. Or we'll deal them for other guys. They've done a good job building this team. It might have took a few years longer than they wanted, but they're set up for success for another quite a few years. I want to say 5-6 years. I'd like to hope. I'd like to think. They're set up well for the future. And they got Derek White for Romeo Langford and a few cases of beer. How they ever got Derek White for Romeo Langford is amazing to me. He was good out of college. There was a lot of hype about Romeo, but he didn't get much playing time in his time in Boston. He couldn't even get on the floor. You got the 6th man out of the year for someone that couldn't even get on the floor on your team. And Missoula started him. What's his name? Never started White, really. Udoka. You know, Joe made some moves in this. It wasn't just the Celtics got lucky and the Celtics played easy competition and this and that. And I've talked about that a little bit. That everyone said the Celtics were going to lose going into this series. A lot of the national media, said it. They said that the Mavericks have 2 big shot makers. Luka's this, Luka's that. I didn't even see Luka go to a press conference last night. I had to go to bed, but I'll rewatch it. Luka was hurt part of this series. Let's not forget that. But Luka, they started calling Luka fat, saying he's out of shape, he's this, he's that. Some of the media, and Boston media did it too. And how's the best guy on the court out of shape and fat? He wasn't the best guy on the court. He was the best offensive player on the court. He could go off and hurt you, and he was the most likely to score 50 points in a night on the court, maybe. But defensively, Luka Doncic killed them. Luka Doncic killed them on defense. He was like a matador with bulls running at him. Ole. They go right by him. He didn't even put out a leg. That's why he got in foul trouble. So I think the Celtics had an easier run than most teams usually do. But I don't think that you can blame them. I mean, fuck, they won 10 games in a row before that loss. Gentleman's sweep. And they should. This team just, they grew up in front of my eyes. I don't know about you guys, but they had to deal with the Kyrie shit. They stuck it to him. They did all the Luka shit. Stuck it to him. They stuck it to everyone that talked shit about their coach. They stuck it to all the media that said all that shit for years. And I'd be afraid if I was the rest of the NBA right now. Because they've done it now. I don't think people realize this shit. In sports, it happens. When Kobe and Shaq got it done, they didn't lose for a while after it. When Jordan got it done, he didn't lose once he figured it out. And even when them guys were talking last night in that post game, they were talking different. You could tell that they weren't in their shell as much. Like, they're starting to come out of their shells, Jalen and Jason. And the NBA is going to be in for a shock, I think. And them guys, obviously, it don't seem like they have a problem getting along with each other. It don't seem like it. I didn't think Tatum looked too upset that Brown won the MVP and shit. And Tatum did a lot of shit. He might not have put up huge points a few games, but he had double-doubles, almost triple-doubles every game. You know, it's not easy to do. And they were triple-teaming him, double-teaming him early in the series until Boston figured that out. And Joe started cutting guys' baseline, and that's why Holiday went off that game. And then that's why when he didn't cut Holiday, he cut Holiday and leave White in the other corner, or vice versa, running baseline. So they couldn't all run up on Tatum going to the hoop. And that's why Tatum was able to finally score some points the last few games. So it was a team effort. I am a happy guy today. I've waited for this for a long time. I was born in 83. I didn't get to see all them Bird championships. I was a little kid. So I don't remember them like people. Even though I was alive, I wasn't, I was little. So I've gotten to see two that I really remember. One that I remember a little bit, being a little kid. Little kid. I just remember them being champions and seeing Larry Bird. That was it. But they're set up good for the future, I think. And I'm glad we didn't play the Nuggets. I will say that. Denver's still scary to me. Porzingis will be going in for surgery. But I feel good about the Celtics in the future. I definitely feel good about it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. I'll show you guys Missoula's school if you want quick, where he went to school before I boogie. Hopefully they don't come out screaming at me because it's a private school. Let's look at our poll. They say no. The hate will. I don't think he'll stop either. He fucked up. He screwed up bad. He's trying to hug people last night. Give people daps. Like, it ain't even about you, Kyrie. Go, man. Like, maybe he was trying to, be gracious loser and stuff, but he's a little off. Kyrie's a little off. And I get it. They're probably homies and shit, but I don't know. Because of the shit he pulled, I feel some type of way about it. And being a Celtics fan. He didn't embrace Boston. Kyrie did not embrace the city of Boston either. He listened to all the shit that people say about Boston. And he was interviewed about it. And he said he didn't talk to the OGs. He should have embraced Bill Russell and all them guys. He wasn't trying to hear it. He was trying to be a superstar. And all them free agents that came to Boston from other places last night, even Al talked about it. in the interviews post game. They all said they seen the ring on Danny Ainge's finger and the owner's finger, or they were negotiating, and they said they wanted one so bad when they looked at it. And they all were told by all the OGs and by Danny Ainge that you can go play everywhere else. You can win one elsewhere probably, but it'll never be like winning here. It will never be like winning here. And it's the truth. It's not the same as the old Garden, but that place is still special. It's like hollow ground, man. Same thing with the old Yankee stadiums like that, Fenway's like that, Madison Square Garden's like that. You know, there's certain places that are iconic and special. And when you win there, it's different. It's just different. And I think Kyrie regrets it. I think he's getting older and he's getting a little wiser. Believe it or not, I do believe that. And I think he's regretting his choices. I really think he's regretting his choices. I do. But that's all I got this morning. I'm going to show you guys his high school from the outside real quick. Joe Missoula coaches high school on the ride out. And we're going to call it a day. So you go to a little high school if you're young out there. Don't think you can't do what you want to do in life. And I'm going to drive up. Good, bigger field too, but I don't have a lot of time this morning.
Said he didn't know if that was his last call. So here's what Cedric thought about it.
But this is Bishop Hendricken High. Rocco Baldelli, the baseball player, went here. Kitty Payne, that plays for the Indianapolis Colts, went here. Joe Missoula went here.
Congratulations on a great career. I'll say
This little Catholic high school pulled the champion out of the NBA last night.
I hope John gets the job as much as selfishly. I wish he could stay with
And they have a lot of good athletes come out of here. I wanted to go here when I was a kid. I should have went here when I was a kid. I didn't have the money. And I didn't want to do it by the time I got older. My cousins went here. But that's where he went to school. Bishop Hendricken High School. They build winners at that place. I got to say that. So I got to let you guys go. That's my thoughts this morning. Please like, share, subscribe to Nate's Live Talk. I'll have some different stuff coming, some paranormal stuff, some more sports stuff. I'll be doing UFC this weekend. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out our content. We don't only do sports. I do a little bit of everything. I'm a very YouTuber. Check us out. I'll see you guys around. Celtics, 2023, 2024 NBA champions. I couldn't be happier. Thank you to everyone that's come to the live streams, that's come to the watch parties. It's been a blast. You guys have a great week. Be safe. It's going to be hot. Drink water. Be careful. Be very careful. And stay away from momos right now when it's hot out. I love you guys. I'll catch you later. Kyrie is going to continue to be hated. 75% say.